Harry Potter in the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Yes, guys, it's time for another movie review, and we're into the 2010s with this Harry Potter. It is the second last one, and we kick off here at the start of the movie with basically we have two sit downs. We've got the good guys sit down, and we've got the bad guys sit down. We've got Voldemort at the Malfoy Manor. Basically, we see all his bad guys. Like again, I mentioned this in the previous. I can't remember. Was it the Half Blood Prince I reviewed? I think it was. It's like if Malfoy's parents were like bad, all which we all like. You all know. You are all geeks and fucking nerds that love wank off to Harry Potter, right? But back to my point. What was the point of sending him to school? It was just a mess with Harry Potter, play jokes, kids games. I don't know. I thought it was a wee bit. Like surely there would be better ways to do that. I just feel like him going Malfoy being at school is kind of pointless. But I like the start of this movie because with the good guys setting their plan in motion, right, we're going to get Harry to here, and he's all going to be disguised as Harry, risking it all for Harry. Like Ron's entire family risking it all for Harry. We've got Mad Eye. Voldemort basically says that his wand is useless against Harry's wand because they're under the same cloth, brothers. And then he snaps some guy's wand. Don't even know. I think it's actually Malfoy's dad, and he just snaps it, which I thought was pretty funny. But during this whole ordeal, the attack, Mad Eye is killed, and Hedwig, his wee bird, gets hit in mid-air. I mean, it's just a really weird scene. Like they're going through London on what the fuck's he called, man? Hagrid's bike, and I don't know. It's almost like a ridiculous scene where they're upside down, and Harry's running on top of a bus, and it's like, what is going on? But it turns out Dumbledore has the magic old fucking sword, the Elder Wand, so to speak. And again, like Voldemort doesn't find this out until apart from like it's a prisoner, right? But this just goes back to the point of right. I basically know how this ends. I haven't even seen part two, right? I don't know. I probably will see it. I'll probably see it 10 times out of order, the wrong order, so to speak. But if this is all a master plan by Snape and Dumbledore, like, then why has he got this wand? Obviously, that has to be used against it. But that's the problem, guys. When you know how stuff ends, and I mean, I say I know how stuff ends. I have no idea how Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part Two ends, but I'd bet I'd bet everything I own that it ends with Harry Potter killing Voldemort, because that's the only way it can end. At the end of the day, like like a lot of people have died along the way, and it kind of has transitioned to like a kids movie to like a sci-fi nerdy bastard movie. But hey, man, they gotta still give them their happy ending, and then basically we get Harry, Ron, and Hermione. They basically disguise themselves. They go into like the ministry place, and the woman that dresses up in pink. I can't even remember her fucking Umbridge. That's her name. But during all this, he kills Umbridge. I mean, he just kills her at point blank range. Wand to the dome. She hits the deck. They manage to get the necklace, but the necklace that they put on, the pendant, whatever it's called, man, basically makes them just turn a bit fucking evil, nasty towards each other. But they're out in the woods, right? You see the point where Hermione, Harry, and Ron are out in the woods? This literally feels like forever. Like, and when I say forever, I mean forever. And also, Voldemort's barely in this movie. Snape, again, barely in this movie. There's just a lot of people that's barely in this movie. There's a scene where they get attacked by the snake. Bathilda is morphed into the snake. Ron also gets his fucking arm hurt. He's wearing a sling for like half of this movie. And they manage to finally destroy the Horcrux with the sword. Ron managed to do this while Hermione and Harry were kissing each other naked. And it's like, fuck, what's going on here, man? Would you bet your top rocker on this prospect? But again, it's like, see in this movie, they still call people sir. Like, what age are they supposed to be in this one? Like, if they're 11 in 2001, this movie's 2010. That makes them 20. Who the fuck are they calling sir? I don't know. All that stuff just seems very cringy to me. But then we get, like, the final showdown. Essentially, they end up getting captured and put in. There's this weird-looking fucking guy, man, down in the... they're in the manor, so to speak, and they're being held captive. But guess who returns? It's Dobby! Bellatrix is like, you know what, Hermione? I'm going to torture you, because I need to find out how the fuck you got that sword. She's like, I thought it was in my fault, pal. But then Dobby saves him, knocks out a Pettigrew. He just hits the deck, which is kind of funny, so to speak. And then basically both endings are like not mirrored, but they happen at the same time. Voldemort manages to get to Dumbledore's grave. He takes the Elder Wand. Meanwhile, back at the other hand, Dobby saves the rest of them, but Bellatrix throws a knife through like the portal they're escaping in. And then we land on this beach that is in Wales apparently because there's a memorial of Dobby there. Dobby gets hit. He's bleeding out. He dies. Harry's like, no, I need help. I need help for fuck's sake. I need help. We'll get Hermione to save you, Dobby. And it just seems weird. Dobby, who, let's be real, right? He's a fucking nobody. I don't mind the guy, right? People be like, oh, it's Dobby, he's so cute. Right, Dobby's this wee creature that helped them in this movie. But see, at the end of the day, he's not a big time player. It's like, how the fuck could this end part one of the final movie? Like, the end of this entire franchise. Some guy called Dobby dying. I just don't understand it, right? Definitely don't understand it. And he also buries him at the beach beside the cottage thing. But yeah, Voldemort has the Elder Wand, and that sets up part two. They spent 250 million. Well, I'll be fair, it was shared with part two. So let's say 125 million on this movie. Box office did $1 billion essentially. So aye, man, what am I going to give this movie a 10? I feel like it dragged so hard in places. I felt like it started really good, and then the end doesn't really feel like the end. But again, when it's a part one, the end's not really going to feel like the end. But anyway, guys, I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. I feel like Harry Potter's beginning to lose its appeal. And I'm glad they ended it when they did. There's wee Dobby with his wee nose and his wee hand around the neck. He's dead. He's safe. He's dead. Good night.